Katie Hobbs certifies her own election, and people are just coming outright being like, I reject that. Like, she certified her own election. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's the raw exercise of power. So what I fear, we head to this point where Joe Biden's going to say something. Do you know Joe Biden's the favorite to win right now, 2024 on Predict It?
Yep.
Trump dropped off. Ron DeSantis is up a little bit, but Biden is above DeSantis to win.
A corpse.
It doesn't mean anything. You know, it's just what it means is people feel like he's likely to win.
Yeah.
Win, call it whatever you want. If Joe Biden, quote unquote, wins, if Donald Trump wins, it doesn't matter who wins in 2024. Half the country will say no, half the country will say yes. What I see happening is if Biden wins, I wouldn't be surprised if you see in small towns a handful of local guys with rifles setting up barricades on roads and saying, you know, this is our checkpoint now. We're keeping our community safe. You'll get federal law enforcement pulling up, being like, hey, clear this out. And they'll be like, we don't recognize you.
Mm-hmm. Based.
That's all. But you look at what happened with the Bundy stuff. This stuff has been bubbling up for a long time.
Yeah.
I've been reading a lot about the Civil War and watching documentaries and stuff. There was talk of a civil war in 1820 because of what was going on in this country. And then it took 40 years for it to actually pop off. Mm-hmm. So people right now, when you see the fact that the FBI is look, I'll put it this way. We know the FBI does the things they do, right? But now it is out in the open and they're failing at it. Yeah. They have lost that level of power and the confidence in them is gone. When people start now calling them illegitimate and calling for their abolition, give that 10, 20 years, especially with Antifa. We get to the point where Antifa, in 20 years, these people are older and they have kids who are Antifa, and some right-wing dude's going to come out and be like, we got to get rid of the FBI. And they're going to go, yes. And then what's the FBI going to do? Yeah. What's the federal government going to do?
It's already sort of like that, right? Conservatives are calling for these three-letter government agencies to be done with, and Antifa is doing the same thing. If people actually talk to a lot of Antifa members, they are anti-government. They don't even like regular liberals. They hate me and I hate them, obviously. But they put me on the hit list, man. I can't rock with.
What did they say? Liberals get the what too?
The what?
There's a saying
yeah,
too.
You're right.
Wait, what is it? I know what you're talking about too.
I don't think we're allowed on the.
I don't think we're allowed.
Oh, you can't say it. Okay.
Censorious
They
platform.
spray painted on a wall in where was it? Berkeley, I think it was. Was it at Berkeley?
Yep.
They a threat against liberals. Put it that way.
Not surprised.
Far leftists, and they put a sickle and a hammer or whatever. Yeah, of course, man. But if we're seeing the U.S. intelligence agency's plans all just being exposed, Emperor's got no clothes. Regular people, you're not convincing them anymore. So how long do you guys think it will be until people are just like, I don't think they have any authority?
10 years.
10 years?
I think it could be 10 years, depending on what. A lot of information is coming out fairly quickly now, and all it takes is for a few right or wrong things, however you view it, to happen.
4 years.
You say 4?
Yeah.
2 years after the next election.
Let me ask you, man. I love the time travel test. If you went back in time to 2015 and explained even 1/10 of what happened in the past couple of years to somebody, would they believe you?
Correct.
So go to someone and just be like, look, here's what happened. Okay. So, we have, after the whole country locked down because of the pandemic and businesses were shut down, there was a widespread rioting. And then, of course, people were mad at Donald Trump, who was president at the time. And then after he failed to secure his re-election, we end up with a bunch of Trump supporters storming into the Capitol. People are going to be like, hold on, slow down. There's a pandemic? Yeah, well, depending on who you ask. Okay, Donald Trump was president? Yeah. People stormed the Capitol? Yeah. And a bunch of far leftists threw fire bombs at a church, set it on fire. No one's going to believe you. They just, it sounds, so when I say 4 years, it's because of the Strauss-Howe generational theory. That I guess we're in the fourth turning. This is a whole, generation of chaos or whatever. And then 2028 is supposed to be the when they calculate the years, 2028 should be basically the end of the fourth turning.
I'm running for president in 2028.
But that means something good's about to happen. Get it?
Oh, true. Facts then.
Lead us into the future.
So that means 2026 is when the darkest point hits. And then the culmination is 2028 when we start to pull out of the mess.
I agree. Bryson 2028, ladies and gentlemen.
You actually going to run for president?
Yeah, I mean, I dropped a song called Bryson 2028, so I got to do it now.
But you got to be careful because I don't know if that counts as like a legal declaration or something.
It isn't a legal declaration. It's a song. It's
art.
a song. It's art. I do have Bryson 2028 merch though to prepare us all. But yeah, but I'm thinking about it. Let me say that on your show. I'm thinking about it.
If you were to go, let's go back in time to 2016, 2018, and tell the average person that in a few years the FBI will be exposed as violating the First Amendment outright by having direct access to censor content on Facebook and Twitter, and I would imagine YouTube. You know, YouTube wasn't mentioned in these lawsuits or anything. Facebook and Twitter were. If you went and told people that, they'd probably just say, "What?
Conspiracy theorists.
Conspiracy theorists? How about this? I got a better one for you. If you went back 10 years and said, no, you go back 7 years, and you go to yourself and say, in 7 years, it will be exposed that there was a cabal of powerful global elites trafficking children to an island," they'd say, "Shut up."
I used to watch Alex Jones, so I would have been like, yes.
Thing. Like,
Well, obviously.
the
I was
people who pay
screaming about
attention.
that at that time. I want to do one more. Imagine going back to 2005 and seeing Kanye West at the time telling everyone that George Bush doesn't care about black people, and now you tell them what Kanye is saying right now.
Hey,
would they believe it?
To be fair, in 2018, TMZ did an article and basically told people that Ye was saying the things that he's saying now, and nobody
But that was just 4 years ago.
Oh, that was 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, take anything that's happened in the past couple of years and then apply it to 10 years ago, and people would call you a psychopath.
Yeah.
The illusion is gone.
Even
the
genders.
narrative is broken.
Even with genders and stuff like that. 'Cause I used to write blogs about this when the LGBT started boycotting Chick-fil-A because the dude opposed same-sex marriage. And if you would have told me that people would have been walking around claiming to be like weird genders, I'd have been like, okay, I believe something crazy is gonna happen, but shut up. Like,
We got to do a skit for like Cass Castle where it's like, you know, Luke goes back in time 10 years. And then he's like, I gotta warn them. And he's like, there's gonna be 50 genders. There's gonna be children getting sex change
There's
operations.
going to be dog politicians in dog masks. Like, literally.
Retired army wearing dog face masks. Donald Trump's the president, and his supporters are going to take over the Capitol building. They're going to be like, okay, lock this guy up. No, I'm telling you the truth.
yeah, that would have sounded crazy in like 2014, 2015.
There's no prisons in the future.
yeah, there's no prisons.
No prisons. They all got shut down. You can go steal
like,
$1,000 worth of
You
stuff.
can wear masks, and people like it when you do.
They're shoving things up their butts because they think they have a respiratory illness. All right, Grandpa, come on, get in the truck. Got to bring you somewhere for your medication.
Yo, we're here though. Like, it's not a joke. This isn't a skit. Now we're really living in this right now.
It's funny because I'm like, it would be a skit to say the things that are literally happening are happening.
Now imagine what's going to happen 10 years from now.
Oh, is it going to
What's
be
going to be the next thing?
That's what's scary.
going to be the latest thing?
I'm just imagining like people are gonna be walking around in shark costumes and like restaurants. Like you'll go into a Starbucks and give them coffee and they'll give you money. It's like everything's gonna be just backwards and broken.
the South Park unicycle machine with the insertable things. I think that's going to come to life 10 years from now.
I see people arguing for like citizenship for robots.
Oh, that's
They're gonna-
that's gonna happen.
They're gonna say these
Robots
they're gonna
walking
marry
around.
them, you know, all that stuff. Yeah.
Cash will be done because in airports,
sure.
it's hard to find an airport where you can actually use cash now.
Right. True. Yep.
Yeah. So
No, it looks beautiful out there.
Well, here's the thing about the AI stuff. You know, if you watch like Star Trek, they have that episode. What is it called? The Measure of a Man, where they're trying to determine whether Data, the android, is a sentient life form. They like have a trial for it. The issue is networking exists. There's not going to be AI. There's going to be an AI. Like
True.
when you pull up Chat GPT, this like AI chat program, it's got the consciousness amalgam of like a billion people. All these different ideas from the internet, all just compressed into one. So it's like an omni being. Kind of like if you guys, I don't know if you guys have played Horizon. What's the new one? Forbidden West. There's Horizon Zero Dawn. Part 2 is Forbidden West. Long story short, spoiler alert, everybody, because the game is not that old, but spoiler. There's Earth gets wiped out. Long story short, self-replicating robots destroy the planet, and in the first game, they're like, we're going to build big factories underground. So after the machines wipe all organic life out and then shut down from a lack of fuel, we restart and terraform the planet and bring life back. There's another group of people who are like, we're going to fly off in a spaceship and leave Earth and go colonize somewhere else. Those people eventually combine their consciousness into an AI, realize how dangerous that was and try and destroy it, but the AI overpowers them and then chases them off as they flee and tries to destroy them. So it's interesting to like see that game. Granted, it's just an artist from today who had an idea and they implemented the idea. But when I look at these AI programs, that's basically what it is. It's the idea of every person who ever wrote an article online, every social media post has all been combined to one thing.
Yep.
That's creepy.
That's how I feel. I'm not really into AI art. Like I think it lacks any urgency that a human would have given real art. And that's kind of how you're describing it. When I look at AI art, it's just like a collage of everything on the internet.
Art is uniquely human.
Right, exactly.
It has to be. Art has to be uniquely human.
Yep.
A robot can't make a song. Well, never mind. Yeah.
They can, but
They
I think
are.
it's lacking that quality
They can?
of urgency.
Most songs are auto-tuned now.
It's not, but
that's still human.
Yeah, that's
That's
still
still
human.
human.
that's different though. The scary thing is they have created AI programs where you can load in, you can tell it to like, make me a pop song. And then the crazy thing about it is the words are not real words.
Yeah.
Like you'll hear a song, it'll be like, bow, bow, but then you'll hear like, instead of singing, you'll hear just, you guys ever hear Prince and, that song, Prince and Colin and Chuzol?
Oh, it's
that
a song
fam-
that meant to sound like English, but doesn't English.
Yeah.
Is it the one? Yeah.
It's like this Italian guy from the 70s singing gibberish that's meant to sound like English.
Yeah, it's so
this is what
trippy.
the AIs make because they don't actually speak English.
Right.
So it's like a person singing like Bagadoba Sharbargo and it's like it's
so
nothing.
weird.
Is it on key?
Yeah.
How?
But here, because it's like, have you ever looked at a spectral analysis of a song?
Yeah.
A computer can see that and just know all the data instantly, and then look at patterns of 10,000 songs, and it can track all the songs by chart ranking. You can take a song that never charted to a song that charted 1 billion, and the computer will be like, here's what is commonly occurring in top charting songs and not in non-charting songs, and you can choose where on the chart I want this to be a top 40, I want this to be a top 100, I want it to be a number 1. Here's the crazy thing. When the vocals come in and it's singing gibberish, you just cut that out and then sing English over it in the melody the computer wrote, and you've got AI generated
It makes
music.
the beat?
Everything.
I gotta see this. Ain't no way no AI making no hard beat, bro.
They've already
I bet
got.
it could though. That's the thing. So I like because you could take all the trap songs out there and like there's hundreds of thousands and then turn that into something that
There's already a web service that has a whole bunch of. It probably has like thousands of beats, thousands of melodies, and the AI can change the pitch or whatever. There's a program, I forgot what it's called. There's a bunch of them actually. You log in, you put "Give me a hip hop song," and then it will automatically just string together a whole bunch of beats based on like parameters. This beat can interchange with these beats, and then it'll automatically generate the song for you, but no vocals. That's currently available right now for like $50.
wow.
Yep.
What, bro?
You can go in and be like, make me a 3. You can you can say the duration, the tempo, the style, and it will make you the song. And this, what I'm talking about, is very rudimentary. Basically, you spend like $50 a month and you get this service. But once it generates the song for you, you just give it to your engineer and say, "That's the demo. Give me the studio version." But they actually do have AIs that can make a full studio production with strings, bass, guitar, drums, everything.
Can you sell that?
And gibberish. Yes.
Like you have the rights after.
Yep.
Holy
That's that.
moly.
He better become a producer.
Yeah. When I get my
No, hold on,
UBI and I don't
can't-
vote anymore,
Hold on.
we're making beats.
Well, there's already
You can't sell the song that was
Right.
generated from the AI. You can sell the version that you've adapted.
like an interpolation or whatever.
Right. You still gotta like mix it down and everything like that, and combine everything in a professional manner.
Right. But it gave you a draft.
exactly
a demo.
Yeah, it's a demo.
So, but there was a video I watched years ago of them making an AI generated song. There's a whole bunch of them actually.
Yeah,
Someone
yeah,
did a
yeah.
video where they're like, I put Mumford and Sons into an AI and said, make me a new song,
They
and
had
it
it
like
on Eurovision, man. They had a track on Eurovision a while ago. That was
Right.
a song that was up for running for the track of, I forget what it was, but it was in Eurovision when they were doing their track of the year.
The AI probably, let's be honest here, probably already took over everything and is in charge of our society, especially when it comes to the algorithms determining what people see, what they think, what they could be able to actually visualize. There's an interesting article by the New York Post that I think is worth pulling up that's titled Capitol Records Cuts Ties with Virtual Rapper After
yeah, I saw
N-word Controversy.
That's
So there's already virtual rappers. There's also
yeah,
conversations about virtual influencers. There's already artificial intelligence writing articles for major websites. So the AI is here, and it already took over a lot of our
it's
society.
replacing you. It's replacing
FM
you. Yeah,
Mecca,
that's right.
Yeah, right.
I don't think people that would accept AI music artists because people like to be fans of people.
But then, like, think of the Gorillas, and people go and see a band.
Yeah, but
who's
that's
like,
still artists, though.
I know, but like, you're still seeing like an avatar live, right?
Yeah.
And
It's a
that
little
is
different.
like the next level. I'm sure there's kids out there who would do it.
Isn't that why he got in trouble though? It's because like the guy that was actually making it was like a white guy, and he was using the N word, and they're like, "Whoa!"
Oh, I didn't know that was.
I didn't
That's
see
what
what-
was
that's
happening.
what I
No, but this is an AI rapper.
But the person who made the algorithm, right?
I think
Is
so,
that
but
what-
the person in the algorithm, I forget what the situation was, but I'm pretty sure that was the reason they canceled him, or like they canceled him.
yeah, he was signed and then
lost those.
immediately unsigned.
So
Yeah.
so the AI rapper already had his first controversy.
Yeah, and already got canceled.
Already got canceled. Dang.
The next mixtape was hard.
Thanks for watching this clip from the Timcast IRL podcast. Hang out with us live Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. and become a member over at timcast.com for uncensored, members-only shows exclusive. Thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you all next time.